Tennessee. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Back now in Nashville. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. He hits more. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action now. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And some room to work. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Check girls, check girls, check girls. Easy. Watch the whip. Watch the whip. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. 3. Check.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Newton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. 2nd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away. from taking the lead here in the final minute. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Gano out to kick this one away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He'll look to throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this isn't going to get there. It's no good. Didn't get enough leg on it. Not what you'd expect from an NFL kicker. And it's going to be the final act of this ball game. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule? Coaches always talk about 24-hour rule after a game, and then you move on. That's tough because that was a very makeable field goal. In fact, I think you and I were both just shocked that he didn't knock it through the post, and they end up walking off the field losers.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.